because I'm not the white guy doesn't mean I'm not the right guy.
Asian American Chris Toy posts his music video on YouTube, asking why Caucasian guys seem to have better luck dating Asian girls. In the 6 months after the posting, he gets more than 9,000 messages showing him sympathy.
I may be nerdy, but that don't mean I don't try. Just because I'm not the white.
Coincidentally, another Asian American Philip Wang also posts his video on YouTube, asking the same question.
Man, why are all the white guys taking our girls?
Although there's no statistical research, it is noticeable that among the Caucasian and Asian couples, most of them are a white male and an Asian female. Bill Reedy from Maine has dated Asian women and married a Chinese woman 3 years ago.
The Chinese culture I've always been curious about. There's this Asian mystique that most Westerners have ingrained in their mind. They're all curious about other places. And I found it very alluring. It is that mystique that draws me into that sort of relationship, and it drew me into this one.
Martin Hiller from Wisconsin and his Taiwanese wife Fang Xu have been married for 2 years and now live in North Carolina.
And he has an Asian fetish. Really? He thinks Asian girls are cute.
Yeah.
Can you explain it a little bit more?
Well, they have the stereotype for being intelligent, smart. Well, I guess it's
That's
the
the
same
same
thing.
word.
It is, isn't it?
But why does this fantasy often go from a Caucasian male to Asian female, but not the other way around? Asia specialist Sheridan Prasoe wrote in her book, The Asian Mystic, that Madame Butterfly modernized into the musical Miss Saigon. Our own fable of Cinderella turned into the oddly unrealistic devotion of a young woman in the memoirs of a geisha. The soft-spoken, servile Mrs. Livingston in the courtship of Eddie's father. The gentle and sexually uninhibited Mariko of the TV miniseries and novel Shogun. The quietly enigmatic Vaughn in The Quiet American. The graceful Hana Oji in Sayonara. The prostitute in the world of Susie Wang. The kick-ass dominatrix characters played by Lucy Liu.
When you take the imagery of the exotic, sensualized Asian woman and make that very attractive, and take the images of the Asian male as being feminized and easily conquerable, that lends itself to a certain attractiveness of the Asian woman in Western culture, and definitely a disincentive for the Asian male in Western culture.
Dr. Roland Kills teaches language and information science at the University of Tokyo.
The American media is definitely not portraying Japan objectively. However, that may be an impossible task. Cultures have fantasies about each other.
In his book, Japan America, Kills says Asian women are portrayed as much stronger in Japanese media than in American media.
The Asian culture has been seen as feminized in the past. And what might be happening now is that that feminization now has more power and relevance in the world.
My hope is that with more and more cross-cultural interaction, with the numbers of Asian Americans growing in the United States, that we can get to see somewhat of a fuller picture of Asia, a real Asia, with real people, real professionals, real mothers, real doctors, real lawyers, rather than the kind of stereotypical, sexualized, eroticized imagery that we've had up until this time.
Studies consistently show that Asians have the highest rate of interracial marriage, and Asian women are most likely to have a white spouse. Some say it is because of the century-old Asian fantasy in Westerners' mind, but others believe it is just another example of America's increased acceptance of Asian culture. It seems we can expect some more discussions to come. For BUTV10, I'm To-Wen.